his snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 22. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, this unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. That is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now they go play action with Howell. He completes this to Walker. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Howell will throw it. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Howell. Under pressure, they got him again. Montez Sweat. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Now here's Michael Dixon as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way 36 yards on the play. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
Off the bootleg, Williams. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, Williams. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up that 3rd goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Down the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that... Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Back to throw. Williams. Throwing left side, it's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Williams now on 1st and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Howell's throw into the hands of Lockett. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. They'll go play action. Howell. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 3rd and 2. Here's Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On first down, Howell. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, but they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second down, Howell now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The slot man in motion right. And they'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 5-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Here's Williams throwing to start the drive. Now the pressure comes and he goes down just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Williams. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now Howell finding Smith and Jigba downfield. Still going inside the 20 and all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And this is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Off play action. It's Howell. And it's caught. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Walker is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Sam Howell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And that's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Back to throw again. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Williams loses the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And now look at him go. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. The scoop and score is an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Onto the field now come the Bears. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Williams. The man is connect the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
Here we go.
Off play action, Williams. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Off the play fake, Williams. Flush to his right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I'm guessing you wouldn't have minded being a fly on the wall at halftime because they were struggling in that first half. Down double digits. Now they're right back in this thing. So whatever was said apparently worked.
And let's make sure, if we're going to be a fly on the wall, that we're high up on the wall, because I know I always talk about it being clinical at the half, you know, less emotion, more execution.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. 2nd and 6. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes.
Now loses it. And this is picked up by the Bears. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Johnson will score. Touchdown, Chicago. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Howell. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Howell looking to throw again. And that is incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the...
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Here's Johnson again on second down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Throwing here, Howell. Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And Howell will throw it. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. This is 1st and 10. It's Howell with another throw. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Myers' kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Looking to throw. Williams. Working the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And again, back to Komet. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right?